Hey y'all, probably just a couple minutes early, so I was over here messing with my vape. How are you guys today? Hope everybody's doing good. Let me see if I can get some action over here on my uh, phone. See what's going on here. We got 34 people in the house. Hey y'all, how you doing? Defiance. Hello, Mr. Brando. March 17th is when Bush declares war on Iraq. I understand March 17th is the very last day for Iraq government to be cited. I do know that someone just told me that March 5th that Iraq was not able to buy any more electricity from Iran. So I think watching both those dates is very, very important because, how they go ahead and purchase their services getting ready for the summer is very important. Remember, no electricity, those people are going to riot. There's going to be pandemonium in Iraq, not just despair, pandemonium. I am confident of that. So Iraq can play around if they want to, but in my opinion, they're not playing around. This placeholder government jazz that they're doing right now is just basically smoke and mirrors for what's really going on, which in my opinion is Mahdi trying to go ahead and get the corrupt files activated and for him to be able to do what he has to do as far as the government going forward is concerned. So and that's when I say a placeholder, what I mean that, oh Lord, you guys are seeing all my business. Oh Lord. Let me scoot over here. Okay. Sorry. Scoot over here. Okay. Now I'm in frame. Why you guys didn't tell me I was out of frame? I know this is a casual talk, but dang, at least say, Mr. Brando, you're out of frame, bro. Your whole background showing. Maybe everything is done, and that's what we are waiting for. I don't know. I just know that one of the big things that I think America and everybody else is kind of anticipating is those basic services. Because remember, without those services, those Iraqi people are going to riot. Boy, this vape is really making me mad today. This thing will not turn on. I don't understand it. I know it's just my pacifier. There's no nicotine in it. But still, I need my passy. If any of you guys, I'm going back to the vape store later. Okay. Anyway, to continue on, I was 99% sure about the RRV until you start talking about April 23rd. Now I feel sick, very unsure of the dinar. Maybe it's a scam. Your friend tell you that? Well, of course, Kung Fu. We've talked about this being a scam. I mean, you got to look at this from a pragmatic standpoint. That all of us could have been duped. I don't see how, but it's a possibility. Him and I, that's the cool thing about having friends that are pragmatic or very pragmatic about their approach to the dinar. Some people are going to view the dinar and look at it and say, oh my gosh, you were scammed. As long as I can turn that dinar in at its appropriate time for some money, I don't care if it's 50 years from now, then it's technically not a scam. So, I don't look at it as a scam as, okay, you're not gonna make millions and gazillions of dollars. Maybe not. Maybe our calling is something else. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that from what I understand from him, I will know the participants, what they bought. I already know how much they bought, but I'll know all those things on April 23rd. This is the person that's also helping me, develop and start the stock portfolio with my 50 stocks. So I trust this person. I've known him for a while. He's not a chump. He's a good guy. You know what I mean? And I think that he's a smart guy, and I value his opinion. He values mine, and that's why. You know what? You could say, well, hey, this or this or this or that, but I still believe the Iraqi dinar is going to revalue. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that for the cameras. I'm not just saying that. I honestly believe it is. I don't believe that all these institutions bought this money for some odd thing that's going to be, an occurrence, one-off, and you're never going to see it. You're never going to see it trickle down to the dollar value of the dinar. I don't believe that. Well, a minute for the Mr. Brando. That's fine. Thursday, the ATL. Good, Lynn. Hey, Eric. Good news, I hope. Always good news, guys. I mean, I don't know if you guys had a chance to kind of thumb through any of the news today, but I mean, there was a few little tidbits out there that I thought were pretty cool. I'll share a couple of them with you guys. Sauter, you know what I mean? He kind of griped about U.S. forces, but he also griped about the inability for the Iraqi government to get the basic services done. And also, he didn't bring up anything about the militias. So I think that was a very interesting fact. They're also now, the CBI put out a published article about the old notes that were in circulation before. Specifically, hold on here, it's coming up. Specifically, the 25, the 50, and the 100 dinar. Now, isn't that a coinky dink? And they also said that if you swing by there, they're commemorative items, that they'll go ahead and give them away, some of the old ones to you. Why? Because they're going to issue new ones. Those new ones have to hold some type of nominal value. Okay? This is better than a fantasy Richard show. Where's Richard's comment? I don't see it. I don't see it. Will someone repeat it? Hey, Neil. What's going on, brother? Howdy, babe. Fit Mama. Good to see you in the house. What's going on, Sam? Hey, y'all. Wobble, baby, wobble. There you go, Anthony. Chilling at home, being lazy. Good. And that's the other thing, you guys. I can't stress you guys. Every once in a while, you got to get off the dinar train. You got to get off the damn dinar train. The dinar train will kill you. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the dang dinar train will kill you. If you spend all your time worrying about the dinar, you're gonna miss other things in life, family, friends, whatever. You're just gonna miss out on things that you don't have to. The dinar does not have to be all-consuming. I talked to my friend. It was funny that you brought that up. I think that was Kung Fu, and said, were we duped? My friend also told me that he couldn't confirm to two of his sources the 35 to the 100 transaction. His people told him from over in Iran, are you crazy? So that wasn't substantiable. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to tell you, somebody's telling you one thing, somebody's telling you another. That's why I'm searching for proof. And if those people can't provide that proof within a reasonable amount of time, then I'll dismiss it as being bullcrap. It doesn't mean that I don't believe them. I'm just saying that what they said in that instance isn't true. Because you don't have all the information doesn't make you a liar. It just makes it you told a lie. Okay? Hey, Mary. Hey, Kelly. Yeah, Mosul Mall looks nice. You're talking about one of the most beautiful places in the world being Iraq, Baghdad, all those beautiful relics of religion and human purpose. And there's just so much going on there that it should be a source of beauty. Bethany, y'all want one of these cups? Contact Bethany. They're the bomb. Hey, Peter. Richard Skelton, go away. Who's Richard Skelton? I don't see him. Flyby, babe. Hey, Michelle. Good to see you. Sylvie, always good to see you, my friend. I said good morning in the chat. Shout out to my chat groups, Mr. Brando's chat group with my moderators and my news folks. Shout out to my Uncle John's Outhouse. Shout out to Miss Cleo and her group, IQD News and Chat. Shout out to my journalist friends. Shout out Mr. Frazier. Shout out Mr. Marshall. Shout out Jeep. Shout out Metroid. Shout out J-Lo on Instagram. Shout out Metro. God, there's so many people I could shout out. I can't shout them all out. My bad. Hello. Hey, Tamisha. Good to see you. Let's talk ISS. No, let's go first. Let's start with a theory. Okay, let's just go nuts. Let's talk fiat currency for a moment, okay? So I have an idea. What if the dinar is nothing more than a souped-up fiat currency that the only value that it holds is its foreign reserves, the youth that are behind it to work and substantiate the private sector as well as the public sector, or the private sector as well as the government sector, and it's all based upon the sweat of their backs, just like the United States dollar is. What if it's not going to be gold back or asset back, but by the gold and by the oil, even though they haven't gotten the oil out? But I'm sure that there has to be some type of derivative in between it. Let's talk about that for a moment. What's the highest I think that I think at that point, you know what I mean? If it's going to be a currency that's going to be based upon fiat language, then I mean, sky's the limit as far as value because it's not backed. How long will it last? Will be short term. You know what I mean? Do I think that because it's not asset banked, it's no good? No, because I'm not a big gold backed person because I believe gold is you got off the gold reason for a reason. Okay, you're not on the gold standard for a very good reason. It's because there's not enough physical gold on the earth to substantiate doing it. There's just not. It won't hold that type of value. So, and that's my opinion. I'm not an economist. I just play one on YouTube, so I don't know. Now the whole darn thing won't turn on. Eric. But I think that's one thing you guys got to consider is that the Iraqi dinar is nothing more than a souped up fiat currency. That souped up fiat currency, however, is going to spark. Now, when I say spark, people are going to be dinarians, are going to make money. But I mean, if you think about it from the service and sector field, oil people are going to make a lot of money. Private sector business people are going to make a ton of money. ISX and security people are going to make a lot of money. Will that trickle down to the dinar holder? Yeah, because even if it goes for a very nominal value, the money you hold is still worth hundreds, if not thousands times more than what you paid for it. And at that point, you got to say to yourself, what's my next move? You know what I mean? If you got to look at it worst case scenario, I always look at things from a three point. A, my high side. What do I think it's really going to do? B, my low side. What's the worst that I think it's going to do? And then C, my median. My median number is this, meaning that I can't retire. I'm going to still work, but I'm going to have to continue my path, maybe either thinking of another career choice or doing something that's going to allow me to make a lot more money. And not just for me because I'm money hungry, but because I really do believe in helping people be successful. And I also believe that people can be successful if they have an avenue. Just like this. I don't believe this is the end all be all of your story. I think this is actually just the beginning because God don't put people together for no reason. Okay? I think God puts all of us together. Oh, we got a little bit of juice. Sorry about that. I think God puts all of us together for a reason. Yeah, Destiny, yours does the same thing. I'm going back to the vape store later on. This is making me mad. I think the ISX, I was talking to my friend about it, and he said that the ISX potentially, here, let me try a little air for myself here. Got my hair down. And with the ISX, I just believe that there's going to be an opportunity for that type of investment to go international, and the amount of shares that George is talking about buying, you could totally make a ton of money. I'm not selling it to anybody. I'm telling you that's your choice. You do as you do, but I'm just telling you that I think that's one huge avenue. I think, too, that a lot of people kind of confuse skepticism with loss of hope or a change in vision. No, I think that you have to be skeptical of any investment because you got to plan for the best, you got to plan for the worst, and to be pragmatic, you got to be in the here and now. You can't be somewhere else in this investment. You got to be here. You got to be up for it. That's why I don't dismiss stuff like, even though I don't like cryptocurrencies as a whole, I think they're kind of hokey in my own vision. They're not, because blockchain technology is here to stay. It's going to carry people into the 23rd, 24th century. It's going to be everywhere. So I can't deny its prowess. Iraq relies too much on Iran for power. Michelle, I won't disagree with you. Iraq leans way too much on Iran. Iran is a bully and an opportunist. If you read the article earlier that said that, hey, we came in, we should have had these talks years ago. Well, of course you didn't have them years ago, because when the past administrations were in there, they didn't have to. You know what I mean? They had an opportunity. Oh, he keeps calling it a fantasy and being negative. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there's no room for negativity here. Just block him. I've got no room in my life for people. If you came on here to troll, go troll TNT or somebody else. No, go troll yourself. Go get on your own platform and go play your own videos. Oh, you don't have one. That's why you're on here to interact and try to be the bad guy to all these other good people. Yeah, I saw it, Ed. That was huge. They shouted him out. Yeah, softball's on its way. Hi. I'm your friend, Adam. Hey, I'm your friend. Hola, Jose. Have you ever been in love? I've been in love. Hold on. It says, hey, Mr. Brando, I listened to a call, missed the info to contact the guy about the 200. Yeah, whoever just sent me a text message, George or Babe and them will post in the live right now. RG, if you go to my live right now, you can get the info right off of the live chat. Babe will post it up. Any HCL news? Lucas, no. That's another thing I've been looking for. I've seen lower currency news now. I've seen them talk about getting rid of America 100 million times. I've heard them talking about the investment law. But remember, really, all those things are kind of minute with the HCL law, because what good is distributing money that's no good? You don't have enough physical currency to pass out even to your citizens at a 1,200 to 1 rate. What's the option on the dong? The dong, you got to see what happens with China, Bethany, on that one. I hate to say it like that, but the dong is really at the mercy of China. You know what I mean? China kind of is the bully of that region. And as you can see by the massive $10 billion loan that they just gave Iraq, that is days or hours away from being signed, China wields a big stick, and they want to have their finger in many pies. I just kind of find it kind of odd that we just, as a military presence, didn't step up more and say, you know what, since Iran's here, why don't we beef up our supervision and start pushing some of these militias to the outskirts, back to their borders? I think the dong is really at the mercy of the of China. Kenny says, Tamisha, aren't you supposed to be working? LOL, ban Peter Marshall. Why ban Peter Marshall, Liam? Hey, babe. Sammy called Babe, or Babe called Sammy. Always buy what you can afford. It's like anything. You never overbuy, guys. Don't buy so much of any one thing. I don't care if you've got 400 gazillion dinar. If 400 gazillion and 1 dinar will break you or break up your family because you can't do certain things, then don't buy it. It's going to make everybody filthy rich. Whatever happens to the dinar when it reinstates is going to make a lot of people money. It's not going to make money on the first wave. It's going to make money on the second wave and thereafter. Babe, you're not old. Stop saying that. Gold would back on digital for Asset Bank, but it'd have to be fractional again. Again, there's just not that much gold. When do I think the ISX will boom? As soon as you start seeing more stuff about Jordan shoring up everything that they needed for their securities. When you start seeing Jordan's ready to help launch the ISX, then boom, you're going to see it. Or you're going to honestly start to see movement on the Forex. The old Zim notes were finally demonetized, Peter says. I can believe it. Zim, y'all, I feel like Zim took me for a ride. I got caught up in it. I'm curious about your option B. My option B is going to be ISX, Dong, and I'm going to start domestically trading currency, and I'm going to do that on some Thursday rants where people can see what I'm doing. You don't have to get involved in it, but I'm going to show you that I'm going to make money. I'm going to diversify at that. It's going to be quick, probably 20, 30-minute episodes where you can invest, small amounts of money into something and see some returns over the year to help subsidize our loss of income, if any, meaning that you have to wait. Not that it's not going to happen, but if you have to wait, that you can put a little money into something, let it sit for a little bit, at the end of the year, take out, like 10, 15, 20%, and have that for some money to take your families, pay off some stuff, cars, homes, houses with minimal in. Anthony, this ain't the sticky. This is just regular old. This is called Stacy's mom. I like the way it tastes. It's fruity. Scott, who am I getting? I'll get him. Go get on a boat and troll for alligator. Damn straight for that. Told him to sell his currency. Metroid, you the man. Ricky from Boys in the Hood. Scott, the old Zim notes were officially demonetized with central bank. They can never RV. It's impossible. You guys get off Zim for a minute. Think pragmatically. Don't think about things that aren't going to bring you wealth, things that are stopping you from opening that wealth. Zim, if it's demonetized, I told you guys I'm off that train. I kind of got hip to that a while ago, and I kind of thought to myself, maybe it's not going to happen. If it happens, it happens. But I just don't. I just think that country's so screwed up. It's kind of like Venezuela. Good God, what a mess Venezuela is. Boy, military action imminent. They can't get the old guy out. He's stopping food from coming in. What the heck is going? If I was in Venezuela, it's like an Iraqi. I'll give you guys an example. You guys want me to rant? Here's a rant. So I'm an Iraqi. I'm a political activist. And I am below the poverty line. And I'm hanging out with all my fellow Iraqis because birds of a feather. And why don't I ever say, man, the green zone's open. Why don't we just go down to this green zone and demand certain things? Sauter, why don't you make us demand certain things? Why can't we're 1 million+ people? Why can't we get our group and Sistani's group and go down here and demand that they quit taking all these damn vacations and get something done? You need to work through a few sessions. You need to make something happen. You need to seat this government. You need to allow us some purchasing power. You need to allow us steady 24-hour electricity. You need to allow us to get some jobs. Open up the world to the private sector, if nothing else, and allow free capital flow. Forget a rate. Just let it float from supply and demand to whatever it could be, but allow us the opportunity to work and further our lives and bring our children into the world in a good place. And get rid of all these damn militias. Get rid of them. Get rid of all these. Stop talking about these corrupt ministers. Tell all these ministers, if you don't come into this one meeting, I'm going to close the doors. Once I close the door, arrest warrants are issued. When I do it, all the people are up on commission charges. I'd have special forces come in, just like they do in the States. You're arrested. You're arrested. You're arrested. And if you guys don't remember, Iraq was so big and bad and bold at one point, they hung Saddam in the city square. Why don't they chop their hands off, their fingers off, all that stuff I hear about Islamic law? Stealing. My friend said that overseas that if they steal a little bit, they cut your finger off. Steal a lot, they cut 2, 3 to a hand, to half an arm, to an elbow, to an arm. Why don't they publicly take those GOI members that have stolen or confiscated, not give them the option for jail, but old school Islamic law? That's where I say Sistani's weak, Sauter's weak, all these grand ayatollahs. Grand ayatollah, my big foot. You guys take their donations, you take the money they give in at their mosque, and you guys use it. So you sit in air-conditioned places, eating the best foods, traveling to this meeting and that meeting in your armored cars, not doing a darn thing for the citizens. Thank you, Queen Crab. Blue Light, I mean, honestly, man, until you say that these names are announced for the GOI, I know if it's nothing more than symbolism, I didn't see anything happening this week. 20 million more down. I don't see it being a bad play. You know? Kung Fu, first of all, this is a casual chat. You can be as negative or as positive as you want. Doesn't make you a negative person. I know who you are. So, you know, I mean, Basket King says we need to change the law because we are under voluntary servitude status by the President Franklin New Deal. I believe that. I believe now that the new form of racism is socioeconomic racism. Invest small amounts of money works for me. Yeah, little bits, baby steps. Let's grow a fortune. It may take us 3 to 5 years, but we could do it. But you got to have a plan. And see, that's where, to me, so many people fail. If they think this one thing fails, they're going to hang up their investor boots. Man, do you know how many businesses that I've owned that have failed, that I've been stolen from, that people ran off with the money or they didn't do what they were supposed to do, and you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm supposed to see this come in and it didn't. Do you think that stopped me from investing? No, it just made me smarter the investments. One investment took me to another. Insanity is if you do the same thing over and over and over with the same outcome. You learn from your mistakes when you change it, you tweak it a little bit. And this time you get with a smarter group of people that know a little bit more and you do a little bit more. That's all you do. And you trust the people you do business with. You know, I have a business law, my own personal law, because I do a lot with vendors, a lot with big companies and stuff like that in the industry I'm in. And they always invite me out to dinner and they always out me this. Let me take you there. Let me fly you in with you here. And you know, if I like them, if I trust them, I do business with them, I believe in them. If I like, trust, and believe with you, I'll break bread with you. I'll share a meal with you. I'll have a beverage with you. I'll sit with you. I'll talk with you. If I don't like, trust, and believe in you, I won't even give you the time of day. That's why I want away with all the negative people. Why do I care if you're telling me it's never going to happen when I say it is? I need to get you out of my life. I need to get you the furthest away from me as I possibly can. And even if it didn't happen, I still want you away from me. Because if you don't believe in me or my ideas or what I'm doing, then obviously there's a fundamental disconnect between you and I. And that's where I tell all these trolls and haters to go. That's why I'm so quick to jump on social media and jump into someone's behind, because I know better. And I believe. And I'm willing to stand up for something, because if you don't, you'll fall for darn near anything. Stacy's mom is fruity. It sure is. XRP says get some XRP cryptos. Go for it. You know, you guys got to really encourage Miss BB, man, and XRP to do a crypto show on her channel. I just don't know it well enough to talk it, so I don't get into it. They've always told me they're going to teach me, but I'm too stupid to learn it. Man, I applaud you guys. I applaud you guys every day, man. I mean, I say it all the time to people. You know, I go to work and brag on you guys. I said, man, do you know almost 600 people were on the live the other day? What a freaking shout out to 600 people that took time out of their day just to hear me speak. But you know what? That's going to come to a plan too. We are going to take this to the next level. Whatever it is, I promise you, this is not for naught. This dinar is going to do something, and it's going to make you money. It may not be in my time frame. It may be in somebody else's, but it's going to make money. Everything's looking good to me, Tony. I mean, seriously, I'm not in front of anything. You listen, y'all, I am more at peace now with this investment turning over a profit than I ever have, even with the negativity of the people that don't believe. I still talk to them because they're able to have a discussion to why they don't think it's going to happen. It's not, oh, you're stupid, or you ain't look at this or that. They come out with real reasons why. Now, if I choose to believe in that contras my faith, but nothing's going to waver my faith. If I believe in something, I believe it until the wheels fall off. Yeah, Corey, the whole idea is just to take care of your family. Take care of your family, empower others, embrace each other through purchasing power, because a little money with a lot of people makes a lot of money. That's where this investment strategy comes from, because if you have a bunch of people invest and it makes a little money because you force it because of purchasing power, that's the point that Iraq doesn't understand. They don't understand the fact of purchasing power because you've been brainwashed and lied to. And I even see it on Twitter. You Americans, everything went bad when America came. No, it didn't. Don't you remember the Saddam era? Oh, yeah, when he was torturing and murdering and killing, and his son was raping and pillaging through the country, stealing brides and snatching women off the streets. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a lovely place to live. Yeah, but today I look at the brand new malls and the villas and the opening of the green zone, and they're not saying it's better? Get out of here. Come on, man. Y'all, Iran's hands are in the cookie jar, but if it stabilizes trade, I'm all for it. They have to deal in dinar or they have to deal in euro. They come up with a new currency. Their financial system's under sanctions. If they launch a new currency, it'll still be under sanctions. It won't matter. I don't care if it's 1-to-1. Brando, we can work together. We darn sure can, and I am. I'm here. I'm not going to get off YouTube. I may come up with another strategy for you guys, but I'm not going to get off YouTube. I'm not going to advantage my kangaroos. Because if I didn't crack this one, I'll crack another one. And we're going to make money doing it. I don't care what anybody says. We're going to see a profit. You're going to see money in 2019. I don't know where it's coming from, but we're going to do it together. Damn straight hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. I'm here to stay, y'all. I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys aren't in fret of what the future holds. I hope you are in security and knowing that good things are on their way. Even if it frees you or it empowers you, you're better off than where you were. I'm going to say that again. Whether it frees you or empowers you, you're better off than where you were. Man, I want to help kids. I want to help single moms and dads. You know what I want to do, y'all? I want to employ people. I want to get people and I want to put them in positions that's not just going to help them grow their creativity, but it's going to help them grow them as people to where they're realizing their dreams. I've said this a million times. If I was running for office, do you know what I tell people? I tell all these people that are on entitlements and that, you know what I mean, that have to suffer from welfare, I say, you got an option. I can keep you on the entitlements for 3 years. But in that 3 years, I'm going to come up with some volunteer schooling or trade mechanism that you got to go to. You got to find yourself in a job. You want to know why? That person paying money in their taxes through goods and services, through having a home, through everything is less likely to make them stay on the entitlements. And you don't need more taxes. You just need more taxpayers. West Poppin', everything. What do you think about the new NASDAQ label being on Iraq? I think it's a huge signal. No, I don't think the jump off rate is 0.0015. I think there's a bunch of glitches going on and that you're seeing a bunch of abnormalities and they're happening way too infrequent. So something's going to change. Dwayne, I believe in you. Joe, I don't mean to be too preachy, but dang it, this is a rant. I don't either, Bethany. We're going to have to get some like crypto for dummy classes. You've had, Lori, you've had it so long and totally forgotten about it until I saw Mr. Brando suggestions, LOL. Lori, don't lose those dollars. Don't lose your faith and don't lose your subscription. Matter of fact, you guys should each tell a friend, double and subscribe. We're going to put our money in together. We're going to be in, think of this as like the ultimate investment club. We're invested in ISX. We're invested in Dinar. We're going to be invested in the domestic markets. We're going to be invested not just in a better structure as a group, but as a better family structure, because the more empowerment we get from our purchasing power, from our endeavors, the more we allow ourselves to embetterment and enrich our lives to get those that are in situations they don't want to be in, that are going to be in situations that are going to be better for them, get them employment opportunities that help them, and we're going to each one teach one just as we should. I believe that. Yeah, I'm talking with a lot of sense because you know what? Common sense ain't common. And a lot of people get up here and want to scream about, you know, crap that just means nothing to the greater good of you or your family. But I tell you what does. A cash cow is something you should always protect. Okay? Don't quit your job. Don't get lackadaisical. Work harder now than you've ever worked to sustain your future because this is what the beginning of the rest of your life looks like. The greatest thing about the present is, A, it's a present, but B, it's an automatic do-over. Whatever happened yesterday is forgotten. Whatever happens tomorrow will never come, but I'm going to live in the glorious present. That's why it's a present. Yeah, they said the same. Yeah, Joe, same thing to Apple. You guys, there's nobody telling us that our investment group right here can't be the next Apple, can't be the next biggest investment firm in the world. You can move needles with a few thousand people. You can move the needle with a few people, a few hundred people even more, a few thousand people even more, and a few 100,000 even more. The proof will be our validation when we see a return on our investment, whatever that investment may be. And then you can say, now who's laughing? I'm laughing. I think it's funny because this didn't work out this way, but you know what? We turned on a dime and we went this way and we saw a return. What did you see last year? What did you see? Where was your mindset? Oh, that's right. You're still trolling. You're still looking for someone to blame, and that's not going to happen. We're going to be on to other things. We're going to stay mindful in our investment, but we're going to make money doing other things. Investor is a channel. Just started watching him and learn about XRP. Way to invest small and potentially huge return. XRP is going to change the world. A lot of people believe that. You stuck with me, bro. I'm not going nowhere. You're going to make some serious money somewhere. Yeah, Dinar, ISX. Iraq's going to turn a profit for all of us. Kuwait, damn straight. Okay, Bobby, if you could have Lacey call me one day, I'd give her my phone number. Please tell her to call me and tell me something's happening. NASDAQ raised the logo because Jordan went in there is going to get their security straight, and they're going to be able to launch. Machina, Nami, you're in love with the positive energy and your sole purpose. We are out here trying to help people, and blessings, y'all. You're right about that. Machina, blessings and shalom. Blessings, and I'm not going to get into the preach stuff, but thank you. And I just say thank you to each and every one of you for taking, again, time out of your day to be with me. And you guys wanted to rant, you're getting a rant. So I don't know how much longer I can go, but we'll go until we stop. Gurkha, hi Gurkha, hi babe. Are you reading what Bobby is saying? No, what's Bobby saying? Can somebody read me what Bobby's saying? What do you think about NASDAQ to raise the name and logo? We already talked about that. That's big news. Where's the best place to learn about stocks and investing? Kelly, I'm going to tell you this. My stock and investing channel is going to be for dummies because I am basically a semi-novice, and my friend is going to walk me and school me through it, who has ties to some of the largest investment opportunities in the world. So you're going to learn it here, and you're going to learn it firsthand. You're going to make money with it. If everything that we foresee goes to plan, if you follow this guy's instructions, possibly blessings will come. I can't say do what I say. All I can say, this is what I'm doing. Trust me, I'm in full fledged. I'm in for a lot of money also. Peter, enjoy your lunch, sir. What's the realist rate expected for the RV? I think the realist reinstatement number, my opinion, reinstatement would be $1 with a float. Because, I mean, my opinion about $1 is I think they want their money on par with their trade partners. I don't think they necessarily want it as high as Kuwait, but they keep saying they want it on the same par as it was before. $1, it goes to way higher, 3+. I've always said 378 was my number. Marcus, you're darn right I'm preaching today. Time for change. And that's when we talk about these systems, and I hear people talk about breaking the system. The break in the system comes from when we free ourselves from our own financial constraints and our own methodologies. Remember, it's when you think you know it all that it's time to start learning something. Yeah, Beth, we're all going to learn how to invest. We're going to teach that here. We're going to teach it step by step and not in long processes. Those shows, if I got to do them 3 times a week for 30 minutes, just so it's easier to capture step by step what I'm doing, reading to you what I'm doing, that's what I'm going to do. Power will change hands, but it will revalue. I agree, Blue Light. Yeah, Bitcoin's another speculative investment. Hi, looks like we got someone from China. Hi, Chinese writing person. Yeah, I want to be worth $1 billion. Divine Ware. Basket came to the lifeboats for XRP YouTube channel. Which country Chinese speaking person with Chinese words? Iraq's what we're talking about. Hey, if you're a Chinese speaking person or Asian speaking person, what market are you in? Hey, Daza, good to see you, brother. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about Pundi. I know that's a fancy crypto thing. I'm not familiar with it. Again, I think April needs to do that with XRP and you other couple crypto heads that can really make that, shape us, teach us. Put your money into investments that you feel like you have some type of control over. This passive investment, for me, is for the birds. Corey, I think all of us need to start step by step. And you know what? All of us we're gonna stumble. We're gonna have some failures, but we're gonna have some successes, and we'll cheer on those successes. And when we do, we'll do giveaways and we'll do things that spark more people to be involved in the investment. When I got into this investment, nobody taught me anything. They told me, go learn, go do your homework. But hell, where the heck do you find homework at these days in a country that I've never even been to or know half the names of the people are talking about? Same thing with investing in crypto, same thing with investing in stocks. We'll learn. It don't take a rocket science to get some of this stuff down. It just takes common sense and the power of we. That's the other thing that we have here. We have a huge conglomerate of smart people that we can rely on to ask questions. We can go to Twitter. That's why I say join Twitter with me. I'm at Mr. Brando YouTube. I'm on Mr. Brando's fan page. I'm doing all kinds of stuff, tag myself because I'm out there. Doesn't mean I'm out there just for Iraqi Dinar. I'm out there to make some money. And I'm out there to watch you make it with me. Because a guy told me one time, he said, think of your family as eating off a plate. And let's just say you get the biggest piece of the plate and you're eating, but you're looking over there and your wife's not eating, or you're looking over there and your kids aren't eating. Am I really eating? No. I look at it as my wife should eat, my kids should eat, and whatever's left, I eat. That's the way I do my household. I want my wife to eat, my kids to eat, and my dog to eat, and then I eat. You see what I'm saying? I want to make others enrich their lives as someone enriched mine. Let's see who this is. Hello?
Hi.
Wake his children up, I agree. Tony, I'm going to lead. I'm going to be led, and I'm going to lead the best that I can, and as with the most honesty. And when I lose, like you guys, I've told you guys many times, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hell, I'll come on here and tell you, I got this wrong. I got that wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm not here to be the rightest. I'm here to help you become the richest. Okay? I'm here you to go to work and say, man, you don't do our investment club on YouTube? Man, you only tune in a couple times a week, man. I've been following this dude. I put a little money in, I got a little money out. You know what? It's fun. We talk live for a few times. We do some things. We have a good time, but we're making money. We're making money when everybody else is sitting around sleep. That's how you diversify and multiply. Change is eventful. The breaking in the system starts today. We're going to break the systems ourselves. We're going to break the system of poverty, racial insecurity, shape, race, religion. I don't care what you are, as long as you got a moral compass, you believe in God, you believe in the commandments, you believe in a righteousness for your fellow man, I'm with you. I just don't believe in people that don't believe in anything. If you don't have a moral compass, stay away from me. I don't want you by me. Angel, I'm very excited about it too, if you can't tell. And I'm going to hype it up, you know, because I am excited. It's a new thing for my life, and I'm very excited to be a part of it. I'll look for the buy siren commercial after this. Thank you. Yep, I'm going to buy a siren. I think you can't buy Venezuelan, or you can. Someone's supposed to be checking that out for me. Buy as much as you can. I'm not mad if you do at all. Homework. Bolivar. Who bought Bolivar? Oh, Scott. Did you buy tell Scott, everybody's asked Scott Gerbit, what Bolivar did he buy? Good, Bobby. Help vets. That's awesome. Then Golden Spiler, you know what? Let's find out where some offshore accounts is, and let's hide our own wealth. Body Rock, thank you, bro. Kung Fu Self, I think 90 days. I know, scammer. I get them all the time. Your warranty. Man, who cares? Oh, Bethany says she wants to give away a tumbler. Well, Bethany, send me a picture of a tumbler you want to auction away. Tell us the rules to your giveaway, and we'll give one away. Is it possible that the initial RV take place between the country that are a part of the Arab League, and at the latter date include everyone else? Yeah, it is. It could be, because remember, we talked about not only Iraq, Iran, and all these Middle Eastern countries coming together to form a basket of currencies for trade. I don't think that's totally impossible, with the dinar being the derivative. What do you think of a 10K investment in the dinar? Those $70, if you can afford it, do as you do, bro. I'm not saying nothing bad with that. If you got 10K to invest, and do as you do. Zim's not going on until the sanctions are off, XRP Gamer. That's right. Delano, I'm with you too. We're going to see some money this year. It's always right to do right. It's never wrong to do wrong, and it's always wrong to do wrong. Babe, thank you. It always is. Hey, baby girl. There's baby April. Mixed most of the rant. Babe, you catch the rant every day. April, they're demanding that you and XRP do a crypto channel. You got to teach them. And I'll sit with you guys and learn. Principal Lex, good to see you, bro. You welcome, Mama Coupons for Kids. I'm always going to try to give you the opportunity to not understand what we're doing, but where we're going. I think empowerment comes through knowledge, but the understanding of that knowledge is more important than the knowledge itself. Meaning that if I tell you how to make a hydrocarbon bomb, but it doesn't make any sense to you because I explained it like a nuclear physicist, then what good is knowing the knowledge about how to make a bomb? But if I take you and I say, well, we need this plutonium, and we need a detonator, and we need this, and we need that, then boom, all of a sudden now you could say, well, I've got something. But until that happens, until the explanation can be re-explained to your coworker at work or to a friend, we're always going to be labeled as skeptics or crazies or whatever. But if we come forth with pragmatic knowledge and sense, how can they deny that? You can't. You can't. Precious Bowie, I'm going to teach everybody. Oh, you're on Inspired Designers? Yeah, they sent me a page. I didn't like it, but I'll like it. Inspired Designers is nice. Yep. Eric, it can't go any worse, right, y'all? Listen, if we invest in things and we diversify and do a few things, eventually I want to talk about buying commercial property. I want to talk to you guys about off-our investments, either from ISX or domestic or Iraq. Iraq especially, I want to talk to you guys. If we get that money, I'm going to be like, look, go out into your communities, or when we get that money, forget if. When we get our money, you go out and buy a commercial property. Set yourself up for generational income. Buy a housing complex. Buy a neighborhood. Buy an apartment complex. Even if it's just a 2-unit to start off with. Buy it. We'll sit on it. That renter's income will last you the rest of your life because there will always be people with the mentality that renting's better. Yeah, it's all logic to me. Oh yeah, April. I want to do that on here too. I want you to lead it on my channel. I want to do one on peer-to-peer lending, but if you do it on yours, it's your deal. I understand. Precious Bowie, you're welcome. His and her travel mugs. Oh, how cute. Lies? Corey, what are you talking about? What are lies? What lies is the world trying to put forth with us? Eric, patience. Do you know one of the key listing skills in America in a course that I took, I tell you guys about all the time, about listing skills, is one of the key listing skills is being patient. That's why I was so patient in coming up with my channel. That's why I was so patient in waiting for the right time to launch. It wasn't because I didn't think I possessed the knowledge. It was I wanted to be patient and see where it was. I wanted to see where people's heads were. I wanted to see where people are really, truly interested in making money, or are they interested in talking about money? I'm interested in making it. HG, you got to contact George for that. But if you don't have a lot of money, it's really hard to start. Stony, first of all, never call yourself a loser in my group. You're not a loser. We're just uninformed. Yeah, we can all make some money. I can teach. I mean, heck, I've made money and lost money in business, but you know what? I'm still here. It didn't kill me. It didn't brand me as a person because I lost. I think Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before he invented the light bulb. Could you imagine his psychological being? My wife asks me all the time, are you in a good headspace? No, I feel like a failure. Every time I can't prove something about the dinar, I go into a depression. You know what I mean? I suffer from that. That makes my household suffer. This one investment will not define me. It will enrich me. It won't define me. I'm looking very long term. The truth between RV and Trump, is it true that Trump bought millions of dinars? That's what they say. I mean, in Oak Tyrus, that's what they say. They say Trump holds millions, Hillary holds millions. See, a lot of people out there, I know large institutions that hold millions and billions and trillions. So yeah, they hold it. I believe it. Oh, okay, Corey. Corey, you're always so positive. So when you slipped off into the darkness, I was like, whoa, somebody pull Corey back. Just got the Dinar Cash on. DJ Vaughn? DJ C Vaughn? Golden, I'm not a cynic either. I'm here to learn from you guys. Gunka Legends retired. I'm trying to be like Gunka, retired. A nice amount of dinar to me to hold, at least 5 million. A lot of people say $1 million, but after you pay the taxes, you'll be less than $1 million. So 5 million, you're guaranteed at least 2. You know, I read this article many years about the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, Ruben, I think's his name. I think that's his name. And you know, he was a trader, and he said, when he got rich in his own minds, he made $2 million. That was back in the 80s. And he could take private planes and do all this stuff, help his friends. He was able to have a lot of fun. And he said that, his life has been better. He's made more money. But the richest he ever felt is when he made his first $2 million. My favorite number is $5 million. When I made $5 million, then I'll feel actually rich. Yep, I'd rather invest in buy bull crap too. Carol, we're all going to learn. We're going to make some money. XO Crypto, darn right about that, gamer. Tell them. Fitness Mama says it's really not a scam when you look at it closely. It's not. It's not. It may not generate the income some people dream of, but it's going to make you money. It's what you do with that money on your plan C that dictates your whole life. If you go out and blow it on Bentley's, cars, and whatever else, you're not going to have it. But if you're pragmatic with it, reinvest it in yourself, then you can say this was a stepping stone to the rest of my life. And you know what? My life didn't end at the Iraqi Dinar. My life started with the Iraqi Dinar, and look what it took me to. Now I have purchasing power to go do this. I have purchasing power to go do that. I know what vehicles to put money into that are sustainable for residual incomes, and I also have positions that are going to allow me to sustain my life and my family's life for many years. What more can I tell you? Yeah, Sheila's right. You're supposed to leave an inheritance. You're supposed to leave your children something. I know what you meant, Fitness Mama. Fit Mama. Yeah, Carol, you're going to make money in ISEC quickly, I believe. I don't think that's a long-term thing. I mean, before you see a dividend from it. Bethany, I think everybody's level of comfortability is different. I know that in one point in my life, I saw a lot of money, and I was very, very, very unhappy. I mean, a lot of money. You know what I mean? To me, it was a lot of money. I'm talking almost mid 200s. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, mid 200s. And God, I was so unhappy. I was working every day. I was a slave to my job. I was a slave to my customers, and I was a slave to keeping up my thought process of what riches meant to me. And I was really unhappy. And then, I make a little mess money, but I'm happy and I'm sustained. I smile. And you know what? I look forward to my wife kissing me on the cheek before she leaves. I darn sure look forward to hearing that garage door open when she comes, because you know what? I've got that life partner with me that understands me and understands that my life isn't defined anymore about money. That's why I don't wear all the jewelry. I used to wear watches and rings. I'm a simple guy. I might wear a little ring, wear my wedding ring. My wife makes me wear a Fitbit to track my steps, and that's it. Oh, you know what, Crypto Gamer? Now listen, you make enough money, you want to buy a Lamborghini? Buy one. Buy a Lamborghini. I'm all for that. I love my cars. I've had some very nice cars over the years. Scott, I just saw that April asked another chat that we're in, currency chat group, what Bolivar she bought. She's probably going to put it in here. And you know what? April's favorite car is a Tesla. She wants that little crossover, the big one. Everybody's definition of what wealth looks like is different. I know that somebody told me they just want to be happy. I just want everything the world owes me plus 10%, and I'm willing to take it because I ask, take, and I give no quarter. I'm taking whatever's mine. Oh, Mike, we're going to get that popping. Trust me, Investment for Dummies is coming. Eric, it has. It's brought me to meet some very good people, such as all of you guys. And think about it. We've been on the damn air for about an hour now. And you know what? We've been just talking. I can't believe this. I could go all day. Newfoundland. I'd like to visit there. Happy life, happy spouse, happy dog, happy kids, happy everything. I want you to wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to check my tablet or my computer for what my investments hold and what I've made. And you know what? I'm going to go sailing today. I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to take my grandkids to go see a play. I'm going to teach myself a skill. I love to go shooting. I'm going to go shoot my AR-15 today or my 308 Blackout, or I'm going to just go shoot a couple pistols a day. I just want to go enjoy life. I don't hunt or anything. I just enjoy shooting. I don't play golf. I don't play basketball. I really do enjoy going to the gun range and shooting. Yeah, we'll buy rookie cards. You should check out crypto thing. I'm not into cryptos. Oh, Model X, babe says. Model X is what baby wants. She wants an electric car, so I got to help her find an electric car. Mr. Brando, if I end up getting what I put into it, I'm good. Tommy, that's a good attitude. Great attitude. Please explain your listeners that it's no way this can be a scam when you go in and exchange it back for US dollars. Eric, great point. It's not a scam if you can get your money back. A scam is where you're duped, where you can't get any money out of it. If you go in and you made $100,000 off $1 million investment, how is that a scam? You are the smartest investor in the world. You put in basically $800 or $700 or $1,000. You got $100,000 out of it. How is that a scam? That's like 10 cents. How is that a scam? Now, are you like Donald Trump rich? Are you Oprah rich? No. But you're a heck of a lot richer than you were before you went and cashed that dinar in. Oh, a truck. Hey, tell him if you guys get enough to get a Prevost. Email Ralph. You got to talk to Babe about that, Ralph. You got to talk to Babe about the investment group. China and Iraq's massive deal is huge because China doesn't put money into things that they lose money on. April, baby, I know we got a 5-year plan. I'm going to tell everybody about our 5-year plan once we launch the whole investment group. Not because it depends on it, but because I want to show them the level of commitment to the investment. Yeah, fishing, hunting, shooting. I love it all. Teslas are nice. Tony Renfro was a scam artist, though, John. I'm not trying to say nothing bad against Tony. He did some bad things, and that's why it became a scam. Not because the dinar is a scam, because he scammed dinarians. There's a difference. That lady, Becky, who's under such big scrutiny on like Twitter and all that, if you ask people for money for things that you know aren't legal and you do things that you know ain't right, you should be scrutinized. Come on, ask you guys for a damn thing. I don't want nothing for you but success. I want success. I want you to be healthy more than success. I darn sure want you happy way more than you have success. I want you to have friends and things like that. Hey, we got a call from Guam. That's cool. I don't even care. You're from Guam. Bring it.
Hey, Mr. B.
I am here.
Hey, Mr. Brando, it's Jason.
Oh, hey, Jason. What's up, man?
Hey, I heard what you and Scott were talking about. I also have the Boulevard.
Which one do you have? The VSF or the VG? Which one do you have?
I'm not really sure the actual lettering. It's the $100,000 note, because that is the most current one that was used to replace the $100 note that they had.
Right.
Or I researched the most recent one so that it's not something from way back then. Right.
Okay.
That's the one.
I appreciate you telling her. I don't know. I don't own any Bolivar. I don't own it.
Well, because it's so confusing, when I researched a lot about their country.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I went for that one is because that was the one that when they went in, like, I don't even call it hyperinflation. I call it super hyperinflation.
Right.
When they had to switch. This was just recently. The notes that they switched to replace the $100 note was the 100,000, and that's the more recent note out of all of them.
Well, Jason, we appreciate that. I'm about to wrap this up, so we're gonna let you roll, okay, bro?
All right. Yeah.
Thanks for the insight, though, brother, man. And you shout out to everybody in Guam. I love you guys, man. Appreciate your guys' support, and tell a few of those Guamian people to send us a shout out, man. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Oh, always. My warmest sincerity to everybody who's freezing out there.
I hear that, bro. All right, man. Take it easy, okay?
Alrighty.
Have a good one. Bye.
Sure.
Okay, bye-bye. I'm going to end this with this. Gun-toting gal, me too. I say this, and I mean this with all sincerity. Number one, I don't want your lives to be ran by an investment that we have no control over. I want you guys to remember that everything you invested is passive at this point. We're going to hold something that we're going to have an aggregate to, and we're going to have more than what we had before. I want you guys to, A, be nice to each other because we're all we got. Number two, I want you to be nice to people you don't know because that's the true sign of a human. When you don't have to be nice to someone and you're nice to them, God will bless you. And number three, I want you to love your families. I want you to love each other. I especially want you to take care of each other. And I want you guys to prosper. And I want 2019 to be a different type of wealth transfer. If it's not for the world, then let it be just for us. And this I decree and I pray for. Okay? I pray for. I think that when you have a platform, we have the ability to have purchasing power, and we don't do something with it, shame on us. I'm going to close out with saying to you guys, I love you. I wish all of you guys ultimate success in whatever endeavors you get into today. I hope that you go to your job, you perform better at a higher level than you ever have. And if you're off, you rest and see the world better than you ever have. And you know what else I wish for you? Just a pleasant afternoon. It's sunny out here in Houston. Looking good. And I want you guys to have the best day ever. And if I didn't tell you this morning, good morning. And I'm telling you right now, good evening. I will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow, we better have 600. I want to have 600 eager people to enrich their lives on the chat. Tell a friend. Tell anybody. And I bid you guys good afternoon.